operating. The front right tire and the left rear tire are still rolling this vehicle along, though, but anytime that rim hits the pavement, you can see those sparks starting to fly.
Wow.
In a cul-de-sac. He's in a cul-de-sac. He's cornered himself in a cul-de-sac at Whispering Lakes Court and Brookside Drive. We've already seen him go head-to-head with officers before. He's going to do it again. He's going to split the difference, go right in between these officers. They're going to box him in. Unusual, but they will do it. They will box him in. An armed and dangerous suspect now face-to-face with CHP, head-to-head, as this suspect comes to a complete stop on Whispering Lakes Court. CHP boxing him in from all angles as he's against that parked car. CHP trying to avoid any crossfire situation here, getting all of their officers on the front side of the vehicle. You can see all of them rushing into position here as they try and surround this suspect, limiting any options he may have had, and a very unorthodox move under these circumstances, and especially for this agency. So CHP boxing him in head-to-head here as they try and now execute a felony stop at the end of this pursuit with nowhere for him to go.
Got nowhere to go from the in the vehicle. It's over as far as him trying to go somewhere.
Putting in reverse.
All he is now.
He's trying to reverse the Kia into that CHP vehicle behind him. He may start playing bumper cars here, Mark, and this is again what I was very afraid of. You know, they are in a position now where if he attempts any of the behavior that we've seen earlier on in this pursuit, they will be forced, or they will be put in a position where they will be urged to use force if any of their lives are threatened. This is the most dangerous part of any pursuit, and this one is no exception. One wrong move on his part, and we will see gunfire flying through that windshield.
A bevy of California Highway Patrol officers surrounding this vehicle. It is boxed in. There's literally no way that this car can physically leave this location. You see officers, guns drawn, lethal weapons pointed at this suspect in this vehicle. A suspect, someone who has been described by law enforcement as being a murder suspect. They're going to box it in even further.
That CHP officer getting back in his vehicle, boxing him in further. That's right, Mark. He actually got into that SUV to completely box him in, jam him in there. Almost surprising to see. We do see some movement coming from the driver's seat here. He is not showing his hands. He is not complying whatsoever yet. He is fidgeting. You can see him moving around there. Very difficult for us to see exactly what's going on. They have a clear view, though, as they look squarely into that front windshield.
And he has his phone in his hand. His phone is in his right hand. We have not seen any indication of a weapon with him. Doesn't mean there isn't one. We just haven't seen it. But the officers there, of course, have to assume that he has one. This is a murder suspect. This is someone who's led them on a pursuit, and they have to make certain assumptions based on their own safety.
He's getting out of the vehicle. Driver's side door is open. He's holding his cell phone. He's hands in the air, holding, I believe, a cell phone away from officers. He appears to be ready to give up. A desperate individual who appears to be ready to give this up, but he needs to comply with their instructions. Otherwise, we're in trouble. He is now walking away from the suspects. It appears to be a man. Could you get a better view, Mark? I could not tell for sure.
From what we can tell, it appears to be a male.
Okay.
And he is now, the good news is he's now complying. He's proned out. It makes them nervous when he moves his hands towards his pockets. It looks like there was a non-lethal weapon fired in his direction.
It looks like maybe he was struck with either a rubber bullet or something. I think he was struck with a rubber bullet, Mark, just a few moments ago. And now you see him proned out on the sidewalk there.
All right. Well, it is good news that apparently this is coming to an end, and it's coming to an end in a peaceful way, given the nature of the charges. But it's not over yet. You see them advancing with that shield, that tactical shield. You see all these officers with their guns drawn. You see assault rifle officers carrying assault rifles checking the car. They're taking him into custody now. It may have been very key, as you pointed out. He was on the phone. He was on the phone with someone. And we hope and presume that whoever it was he was on the phone with helped him make the decision to give up and not try to engage officers in what would have been a futile effort to try to get away or to fight. It would not have worked. It could have ended in his demise. We have seen no sign of a weapon yet. Typically, when they go through a car, they'll clear it. And if they find a weapon, they bring it out and they put it on the hood. They make sure it's empty. They make sure it's safe. And now the suspect is in custody. Again, this was a murder suspect. And this was somebody that had been first contacted by LA police in the San Fernando Valley. And the information we're getting from that video we had at the very beginning of this pursuit was that it was in Panorama City at the parking lot of the El Super store that was at